That's how you score 10 points in a quarter. Equan Moore. And a kick ball. That'll reset the shot clock to 14. And Boston will inbound it. They've got Moore and Daniels, Pavlovich, Garnett, and Bass on the floor. The Magic with Redick and Wafer, Turkoglu, Howard, and Davis. Magic have gone to a zone defense to start the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound by the Celtics, and they'll bring it back out.
And they do that a week ago in New York.
Yes.
With mixed success. Another interior pass for Boston, getting Garnett in easy one. But what the zone could do, first of all, Van Gundy might realize his team, well, they're certainly out of whack, but his tired legs, buy a little time, maybe break the rhythm of the Celtics.
Ooh, Garnett might have gotten away with a push there. Davis went tumbling into the first row. Off the ball.
No pleasantries whatsoever as Big Baby and Kevin Garnett passing each other in the night.
Magic playing here to start the fourth quarter with no true point guard on the court. Hedo Turkoglu with the ball in his hands. Marquise Daniels. Turk rebounds. Wafer. An attack mode. He lost it, but Davis gets it back. Wafer played 58 games with Boston here last year. Wafer. Daniels fell down. Wafer kicks it out to Redick. Out top to Turkoglu. And 3 seconds is the call against the Magic. Wow. Boy, this team is so far out of sync. It's just hard to believe.
Well, the ball's getting stuck now. Everybody's getting it, looking for their one-on-one move, keeping it on one side of the floor for the most part. Magic with a unbelievable 13 field goals to go with 10 minutes to go in the game.
Those offensive efficiency numbers are going to take a big hit tonight. Brandon Bass, Moore, Pavlovich, 3-point shot, no good. Howard gets his 12th rebound. Magic still trying to climb to the 50-point mark here. Howard, a rolling hook through the lane is no good. White is 4 for 15 from the field. Third leading field goal percentage in the NBA.
And a lot of those misses have been because of that rolling hook shot. All kinds of steps in there by Brandon Bass, trying to force the action. Let's try that high pick and roll with Hedo and Dwight.
Here it comes, a long stride by Turk, and the foul on Jermaine O'Neal. That'll be number 5 on the veteran center. Turkoglu will go to the line. Hedo with just 1 field goal tonight. Ryan Anderson, no field goals, but the Magic only have 13 total.
And this is a group of 5 players for the Celtics. You look out there, other than Brandon Bass, who can make spot-up jumpers. I don't know what the other 4 guys can do offensively. I don't think Doc Rivers knows. I feel like we stepped into the twilight zone. Doc Rivers. Where's Rod Serling? Until he must be in here somewhere. Paul Pierce, Avery Bradley, and Garnett back on the floor. I think he just wants his team to use up about 22 seconds on every possession. Sure. Prevent offense. Well, the Magic are down by 23. They barely scored 23 in the second, third quarter combined. Equan Moore. Daniels, who's played well, the former Edgewater High School star of Orlando, Brandon Bass. 19 for Brandon Bass.
Turkoglu got a screen from Howard and fires a jumper. Rebound Jermaine O'Neal. .8:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Pavlovich. Doc Rivers might not have to come back to Pearson Garnett. Moore turns it over. Howard goes to work against O'Neal, and a foul is called on Jermaine. He fouls out of the game with 8:07 remaining. Howard will go back to the free throw line, but points have been hard to come by for Howard and the Magic in this one. Trailing by 25. Some of the statistics are too strange to be true, but unfortunately for the Magic, they are. They're trailing by 25. They have only 2 field goals made in the second half and a dozen turnovers. Let's take a look at the Toyota scoreboard. Anything but that. Toyota scoreboard. Philly beats Washington by 20. Chicago leading New Jersey in the third. And Atlanta leads Milwaukee in the fourth. San Antonio, a tight one in the fourth quarter at New Orleans. Oklahoma City pounding Detroit. Houston leads Minnesota at the end of 3. Dallas leads Phoenix at the half. Busy Monday night around the NBA.
Well, historically, David, and I'm talking the last 3 or 4 years, whenever the Magic have problems from the three-point line, it's generally, it filters down to just about every part of their game. And the rest of the offensive game, and then it carries over to the defensive end. And the Magic just 4 for 15 from beyond the arc. And you have to say that the Celtics have covered that pretty well tonight. I think I said earlier they were old and slow.
I think you did make that.
They
have not looked old tonight or slow.
No, energetic. After playing down in Washington yesterday afternoon, they get their third win over the Wizards out of 6 total.
The Magic coming off a big win against the Lakers on Friday night to run their record to 11-4.
And you know, David, just about where most teams have played 14, 15, 16 games, and there's been a lot of this. Strange performances. And you know what? There's going to be a lot more. You're not going to be able to predict them or coming or any of that.
Sure didn't see this one coming. Larry Hughes is in the game. By the way, the Magic have really struggled at the point guard position, so Larry Hughes must have been sitting over there thinking, why don't you give me a shot? So he finally has been given the opportunity.
Yeah, and
32-year-old veteran.
And obviously not too early to start thinking about tomorrow. You got to play these 7 minutes out. Start to do some good things like that.
Hughes buries the jumper. Larry Hughes playing in only his 5th game of the year. He's been around a long time. Hughes has played in 722 regular season NBA contests. Kevin Garnett.
And now Larry Hughes is going to have to battle Avery Bradley, who has just been a nightmare. Thorn in the side for the Magic all game long with his pressure defense.
Wafer's driving shot is no good. And the Celtics to the front court. Bradley. Pierce wasn't looking. And the pass whistles out of bounds.
Almost caught Paul in the side of the head.
Which would have made a blooper reel somewhere. So it's really better just to go out of bounds than to hit a guy in the side of the head.
Paul's got to be thinking, what's the rush? Where he hold on now.
Anderson. Boy, Ryan just has not been able to get anything at all. Larry Hughes for 3. Davis gets an offensive rebound. Hughes trying to get something organized, which has not been easy to do tonight.
Hey, he moved Glenn Big Baby out of there so he could go inside to Vito Turkoglu at a mismatch and then didn't throw it to him.
Boston turns it over. Well, I figured that Dwight Howard wouldn't play big minutes tonight. But I didn't think it would be because the Magic were down by 24 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the run that the Magic generally make, not too many times that we remember in the last 3 or 4 years where they've had some clinkers like this, maybe not quite as bad as this one, but always seem to make some kind of a run because they have that three-point capability, but totally out of sync offensively. And a violation.
Yeah, didn't get the ball to midcourt.
Well, the Magic just want to go one-on-one against Avery Bradley from the backcourt to the front court. He's convinced me.
he can guard. Magic turn it over once again. Stats presented by Aleve. It's a 24-point lead for the Celtics. The Celtics have out-rebounded the Magic. 9 blocked shots for Boston. 10 steals, 11 fast break points, none in the second half. Magic trailing by 24. Here's the Mazda drive of the game. Big Baby saving it inbounds, but the Celtics coming up with the loose ball. And Brandon Bass has had a fine game against his former team. He'll wind up with the two-handed slam. 2 of Bass's 19 points tonight.
Go along with 8 rebounds, and there have been plenty of opportunities. The Magic just 3 for 19 in the second half. 2 of those 3 shots have been threes.
1 2-point field goal in the second half for the Magic. That was the Larry Hughes jumper out of the corner in the fourth quarter. There's another turnover. That's 22. Paul Pierce deflected out of bounds by Richardson with 5:16 to play. Steensma checks in. If you look at Brandon Bass, 19 and 8 in 34 minutes against his former club. Now the Celtics emptying the bench here. They only had 10 players available to begin with, but they've used them all.
Yeah, they got to get ready. They're heading to Orlando tomorrow, a couple days early for the game on Thursday night. There's some golf that needs to be played.
That's their next game, Thursday in Orlando, while the Magic will be in Indiana tomorrow night. Glenn Davis in and out, rebound, Steensma. Could be approaching some record low numbers for the Magic tonight. 51 points with under 5 minutes to play. Field goal percentage is 24. This just comes out of nowhere, this performance tonight. You got to give Boston some credit. Their defense from the get-go is really good.
Not just pressure defense. So few teams, David, if any, have a point guard that can defend and really disrupt. And Avery Bradley has done that tonight. And the Magic, for whatever reason, did not put the ball in the hands of somebody else to alleviate that pressure.
Well, Turkoglu was in foul trouble a lot. Don't have a lot of guys to handle the basketball if Turkoglu's not in the game against pressure. Orlando will inbound it. Justin Harper has checked in, the rookie from Richmond, playing in his 4th game. There he is. Great career at the University of Richmond. Led them to the Sweet 16 last year. And now we're set to resume play with the shot clock at 16. Avery Bradley's out of the game. Etuan Moore, who was pretty good defensively also, has checked back in. Moore takes it away from Justin Harper and a foul on Hughes.